The cyclonic storm has weakened into a deep depression is the latest that we're tracking after being stationary for the past 12 hours. But the havoc that it had to wreak has been done. Cyclone Fengal, which crossed the coast near Puducherry last night, triggered heavy rainfall and strong winds over coastal districts of northern Tamil Nadu, to be precise. The storm is expected to move very slowly westwards and gradually weaken into a depression over northern Tamil Nadu over the course of the next 12 hours. The system is being closely monitored by the Doppler weather radar. This is in Karaikal, that particular station, taking a look at Cyclone Fengal. But 4 people, unfortunately, were killed in different parts of Chennai, is what reports are telling us. Fengal also caused flooding in low-lying areas, like the drone visuals are telling us, and disrupted flights along with EMU train services in Chennai. Now, Cyclone Fengal also completed the landfall process as it crossed the Tamil Nadu coast between Karaikal and Mahabalipuram. And it was forecast to move southwestwards and gradually weaken into a deep depression, which it continues to go on to do so. After being relatively stationary, it is going to weaken out over the course of the next 12 hours. But mind you, the low-lying areas are going to be inundated. You will have electricity supply shortages. Mind you, the SDRF and the NDRF will have to continue with their relief and rehabilitation works because the downpour, which is going to be very heavy, will continue over the next day. And after a brief suspension, the Chennai airport earlier resumed flight operations this very morning. However, flyers were still complaining of delayed and cancelled flights even after the operations had resumed. Even as you look at some of these visuals, listen into the perils of some of the commuters as well.
हम लोग शाम को 5:30 बजे से इधर वेट कर रहा हूँ हम लोग अभी शारजाह जाने के लिए इधर एयर अरेबिया फ्लाइट नहीं है अभी तक कोई रेस्पॉन्स भी नहीं दे रहे कस्टमर केयर का कॉल करिए तो इधर हम लोग का शारजाह एमिरेट्स में बात करने के लिए बोल रहे अभी तक हम लोग दूसरा फ्लाइट भी नहीं दे रहे टिकट भी रिफंड नहीं कर रहे हम लोग क्या करेगा हम लोग रात शाम को 5:30 बजे से इधर वेट कर रहे हैं
I think now the cyclone had crossed, so actually our focus is now shifted to restoration of whatever the damage has been done. There was heavy rainfall as until now in some areas 56 centimeter rainfall has taken place from yesterday morning 8:30 a.m. So that's a huge rainfall. Maybe 1 year's full rainfall has come in one spell of 36 hours. And cyclone was stagnant for some time, so the rainfall was very heavy. So a lot of trees have fallen, some small water stagnation is there, so people were evacuated already. The 49 relief camps are there in Vidupuram alone. Then a lot of poles have fallen, so some disruption of road traffic as well as power supply has taken place, which is now being restored. People have been mobilized from all over the state so that the restoration can be completed in a short span of time. Already, Honorable CM has put some 3 senior ministers in Vidupuram alone, and then more than 10 officers of senior ranks have been put. Apart from that, around 5,000 odd other department people in one district alone. Total around 10,000 people will be in relief and restoration operation. People have been mobilized from all the districts, and the local district people also are only in relief and restoration.
Well, just like the visuals were telling you earlier, the Chief Minister also carried out that high-level meeting. But the India Met Department also issued a red alert for several parts of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry. Flood relief operations, they're currently ongoing. Some of those key highlights of this particular Indian Army rescue team that has been mobilized early this morning from Chennai, and it reached Krishnanagar in Puducherry. The team promptly commenced rescue and relief efforts in the affected areas. The Army column was working to rescue civilians from approximately 500 houses this very morning, and this is in the Krishnanagar area alone, where water levels have reached up to 5 feet in some localities. Rescue operations commenced in the morning with 100 people safely being relocated to secure locations within the first 2 hours. The NDRF has already been deployed in the state, with the Army supplementing their efforts for enhanced relief operations. The Indian Army also continues to work in close coordination with the civil administration to ensure the safety and welfare of the citizens. Further updates are going to be shared, but at this point in time, the cyclone, pretty much stationary, has weakened into a depression at this point in time, but the heavy rainfall continues for the next 24 hours.